I'm a busy father, so I have to shoot these while I'm driving. I know it's not the safest thing in the world, but then again, we can't afford, every second is precious while we're engaged in the fight to get the rights back of our children. Every second is precious when we're trying to fully reopen school. Every moment is precious when we're trying to get these filthy, disgusting masks off of our kids and help them fully restore their lives and their childhood. The school year is almost over. Now, here in New Jersey, we have about 5-6 weeks left in the school year. As a father of 2 students in the Bordentown Regional School District, they're both in separate buildings. One's in the high school, one is in the elementary school. I haven't set foot in a single school building all year long. I do not know what my son's classroom looks like. I don't know the setup. I don't know where he sits. I've never met his teacher face to face, in person. All I know is that at drop-off and pickups, the kids have to be socially distanced. They're masked when they go into the school. They get a squirt of hand sanitizer. They used to, I don't know if they do this anymore, but they used to get a temperature check when they were going in there. They're marched in their military style. There's teachers, aides, that are not even teachers. The aides come out. I think some of the other workers come out as well. They always have the face shields on. They're masked or double masked. It's very militarized, oppressive type of scene for both drop off and pickup. And it concerns me because when we drop the kids off, they just go into this world that we know virtually nothing about. There's a lot of unknowns, and as parents, we have a right to know what goes on. I didn't know, and this is my fault as a father, I should have asked earlier. I didn't know that when my son is in school, not only is he masked at all times, whether he's seated, outside, in gym class, he's masked at all times, and behind plexiglass when he's seated in class. That's completely unnecessary, and I think even the CDC, I'm 99% sure the CDC removed that mandate, and so did the Burlington County Health Board. They removed the plexiglass mandate. And what needs to happen, the humanitarian approach to this, if we want to be cautious, yeah, go ahead. Have the kids wear masks in common areas, in lunch while they're not eating, in the hallways as they're changing classes. But while they're seated or when they're outside, let them remove the masks. That's scientific. That's common sense. That's humanitarian. Why aren't we doing that? I went to my superintendent, I went to the principal of my son's school, I went to our school board, and they had no good reason. All they cited was the road back to recovery, the New Jersey Department of Health's road back to recovery. All they did was cite the county health board's rules and requirements, but none of this was scientific based, and none of this was based on the health, well-being, both physical and mental state of the children. We have to keep advocating for our kids. They're not listening to us. We would be unreasonable to expect them to listen to us now unless we turn up the volume, unless we all get together and collectively say enough is enough. Our children need their lives back, and our children need their rights back. I'll be speaking this Saturday at the Middletown, New Jersey rally. Please come out. I will link the invitation or the flyer in the comments below. We need to see people there. It has to be a turnout just like the turnout that we had for Aaron Pine on Monday, which was a phenomenal turnout. And we need to stick together and keep advocating for our children. We can't let this fight up. It's inevitable. We're going to win. The only thing is we have to push it because our kids, and I mentioned this before, they've suffered the most through the COVID lockdowns, for the school closures, through all the restrictions, through the mask mandates. They've suffered the most. They can't be the last people to get their rights back. Things are opening up. Even Murphy announced on May 19th, a bunch of stuff's going to open up in New Jersey. They're all adult-centric. Our children cannot be the last. They've suffered the most. They cannot be the last people in our society to get their rights back. Let's step it up, parents.